Okay, guys. My name is Mary Teresa Woodward, aka Mary, or aka Teresa, because a lot of people know me by both names. Um, well, first off, the reason I'm recording this is because I'm going to be recording my everyday life. And the purpose is because I want to help you. I want to help you, your family, and your future kids, your grandkids, uh, maybe second or third generation, because I just feel, and that's emotional. Feeling is an emotion. I believe, I believe in you. I believe in you. And just like my mentor, when she found me, and I say she found me, I didn't really have as much belief in me than my mentor. And it was because she saw the future possibilities of my potential and how I could utilize it and leverage it uh, to better myself. Bottom line, become the better version of self. And God forbid I'm not perfect. Some people say, "Oh, I can remember that my mother's name is Mary," or Mother Teresa, Mary Teresa. I'm far from it. I'm not perfect, and neither is any of my leaders that I look up to. That these millionaires, these people that really sewed into me these past 12 years. So, with all that being said, um, you know, I just want to, I'm not going to get political, but the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, the United States is about to lose uh, everything our founding fathers built. And they built us the basement and the foundation, and maybe not the basement, but foundation for sure. I say basement, maybe not, because there is another world around the United States underground. It's another world. It's no different up in the air, meta, uh, buying property in the universe, even buying property in the sea. It's gotten that far. So, Americans, anyone, you all need to just take it to the next level and understand the tiers of our legacy, the tiers of life. Um, and by pointing this out is we need to just be able to take care of ourselves, make enough money, not rely on a job, and not rely on a business, a conventional business such as Hotspot Wireless. Okay, there's a story behind that, but I'm not here today to share the story. I'm here to basically help you understand, to be open-minded in building up a better lifestyle for you and your family and friends and whoever you care about, your neighbors. Because if anything ever happened, first of all, if anything ever happened, like a nuclear war, we would be relying on each other. We would far from be relying on the government, because we know how far they took us already. I mean, people would have thought somebody was crazy if somebody said in 2018, or even in the mid of 2000 or 2019, they would think they're crazy if they said our economy was going to shut down, and over 250,000 plus businesses shut down because of a pandemic. Okay, so they really want to they're not thinking about you or I. They're thinking about in a whole, their vision, what they really want the world to look like. And is that right for you? Is that right for me? Is that right for your kids, your unborn kids, your grandkids? Is it right? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, come on, we're only here for a moment. So, you know why I say we need to take care of ourselves, is because we need to understand what their agenda is, whether it's a new world order, whatever it may be. I'm just letting you all know that it's going to take us for a spin in the future. So with all that being said, um, I'm just, basically wanting to make an appointment with you. Make an appointment with you, and whether you have $20, even $10, $20, uh, to start learning how to make a little bit of money, let's do it. Make an appointment with me. If you can afford $50, make an appointment with me. If you can afford $100, make an appointment with me. If you can afford $100 and get started and really set yourself up in a beautiful, digging your well before you really get thirsty in about 3 to 5 years, or even 2 to 5 years. Even some can take it really, put really action into play, and to get themselves really serious if you want to even have a big impact and change the trajectory of your life in the next year. So those are for the serious people, and those are the people I'm really looking for. I'm looking for people that really want to take it to the next level and to help people, because this is what it's about. It's about relationships. It's about having healthy relationships. You know, for me, when this business was presented to me, I told her, and I'm looking out because I want to make sure. I'm sitting in the front of my shop, and I just want to make sure that there's nobody coming into my shop. So don't take it out of context, okay? But with all that being said, I'm just saying that taking it to the next level and changing the trajectory of your life, does that mean anything to you? And it's for the good, and it's going to add value to not just you, but everybody that you touch and introduce this business to. I'm just saying, you know what? It's about time the Americans take it to the next level. Next level. Overcome anything that comes in your way, including these treasonous traders. I mean, gosh, treasonous traders. They weren't thinking about you or I. They were trying to look at the vision of some people in internationally, foreign countries, communism. And Soros is the number one that's leading the ban, leading the Antifa, the unnecessary fires, unnecessary shootings, killings. Let me just say, you know, I can go down a rabbit hole and explain, but you guys got to do your own research. You guys got to do your own research. You got to be smarter than what is going on, and be aware. It's not putting fear. Forget about fear. Fear is a liar. Forget about fear, and forget about all the little tiny bullies that waltzes around the world trying to shoot at messages, trying to pull you down. Forget that. You're not doing nothing other than being negative, and that's all I have to say for anybody that's pessimistic in regards to being condescending and putting people down because they're doing something good, adding value to people. Please. Don't fall for any of the negativity of people trying to shoot people down. You know what? I was thinking, and I put this in my video before, I was thinking, how can somebody be so cruel to put somebody down? And psychologically and logically, you guys got to understand, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. Anybody pointing fingers and saying any negativity through messaging or just physically beating somebody down, even including husbands beating on their wives, for God's sake. I mean, that has nothing to do with the person they're beating up. That has a lot to do with their anger, frustration, how they feel about themselves, because if anybody can hurt something on the outside of them, it's 10 or 20 or 50 times worse when they're doing it to themselves, like self-sabotaging. Anyway, it's time for me to get serious. I've been doing this business for 12 years, and I will always want to thank my customers, Hotspot Wireless customers, because I am where they are. I am where I am at because of you. You helped me grow. You supported it. It was like you guys put money into my college fund and being introduced to these millionaires and teaching me how to really help people. These millionaires, they're so loving. I've never known anybody so open-hearted, loving. I'm even talking about pastors or priests. They may portray that they love you. No, these people, these millionaires, they haven't worked for 20, 30, 40 plus years. They help people, and they helped me. They helped me to grow, and they helped me to just not forget, but the books that they guided me to, like in regards to kicking in boundaries, having healthy boundaries, but having a humble attitude. Because let me tell you something about people when they do you wrong. It's, you never want, and this is by John Maxwell, you never want to yield far to the right, meaning you think kicking in your ego and thinking you're hot, you know what. I mean, I probably was on this side thinking, I didn't care, and I just had my own business. I fixed people's phones. I was putting smiles on people's phone faces every single day because they got their life back. I thought I was like, yeah. But John Maxwell, and if you don't know him, Google him. He's my mentor in leadership. But John Maxwell says, never yield far to the right, or yield far to the left. So when the people put harm on us, or they do us wrong, don't be bitter. Take it as a compliment. Take it like, thank you, God, or thank you, the energy, whatever your spiritual faith is. Take it as a compliment. And I know it's hard. Don't get me wrong, because I've had people do certain things and I was like, wow, really? Yeah, don't take it personal. It's not about you when people do you wrong. In fact, you have to look at them and say, are you okay? You know what I mean? So John Maxwell says, always keep yourself in the middle, because when people do you wrong, and I'm pointing to the left because I feel like the left, the far left that has this big agenda that wants to change your world, change your life, change the trajectory of you, right down to you. We've had so many people that died from the pandemic. But you know what? I didn't wear my mask. I didn't wear it in 2020. I didn't wear it when I was outside. I had respect for certain things, certain situations, and I put a mask on, but I hated it. Why? Because fear is a liar. Fear is a liar. I mean, we've all gone through a few things that the HIV scared people, the SARS, okay, they had a couple other ones, but it didn't faze me. I'm like, oh, this is just another flu or something seriously somebody spreaded purposely. And I say that, and I believe it, and I'm going to stick to it. So basically, I'm just going to tell you, letting me make an appointment with you and showing you just something simple. And, if you don't want to do the business, okay, just be a customer and let me show you how to hit your optimal health. Hit your optimal health. Get all those phytonutrients into your system and take care of yourself. And little by little, when I go to appointments, I would like to teach people how to certain things. Every meeting, every appointment, teach them one or two things of tapping. Tapping meaning relieving anxiety, number one, or maybe doing a certain thing on a day-to-day basis just for your heart. Honestly, I've learned so much in the past 12 years, and I just want to thank my customers. My customers, wow. I grew up in Covina. I initially opened my business in Laverne, and I was there for many years. Started in 1998 being self-employed, and moved my business in the downtown Laverne. Used to be called Lordsburg, but basically I moved my business up to a car wash behind my business. I was in there for 4 years. Moved my business out to Pasadena back in 2006. Came back in 2010 because it really was a trying time for people. I had a house, and I ended up renting it out and moving out to Pasadena, which Pasadena is such a beautiful city. But you know, I came back to the car wash in 2010, and it was like cleaning the chalkboard per se, or the easel board, and starting all over and um, building my business up again. And where I came from, this is my territory where I grew up, my grounds that I used to even ride my bike in Laverne, Glendora, sometimes San Dimas, Covina. But I always stayed in this area, and I know a lot of people, and it's really a sad situation, just to let you know, because I never known anybody that died in so much since 2020. I never known so many people. It was just shocking to see people's health just deteriorate and check out. And hitting your optimal health is very important. There is a lot of things in our foods, a lot of things in fast foods that it may not be healthy for us. Even the water, even down to the water, it's not good for us. They're saying carcinogen is in the water, in the faucet water. So it's very important for us to really think about our future, because it's like a speed of lightning with the agenda that the government is wanting to implement. And it starts with Soros and 13 other families that have been ruling the world. And we need to bump it up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, we need to bump it up, and we need to be smarter and outsmart them, and take care of ourselves financially, so we don't have to worry about money. We don't have to worry about time, because you're going to have all of it. Whatever your values and your priorities are, let's work on them, and let's make an appointment, and let's go ahead and just let me show you a little bit about what I do. And we can start from there. Take baby steps or take leaps. I was taking baby steps because I was like financially well, and I'm telling my mentor, no, I'm good. But I was looking at her family. She's a mom of triplets, a doctor's wife, and I was like thinking, wow, they're skiing and I'm here working. And it was like every single weekend they were taking their triplets skiing. And I guess they got so excited in the years, because I've known them, I think, since when the triplets were like 14 or 15, and now they're 25. And I'm seeing these kids grow, and their parents taking them. Maybe they're not even going to school, and they're going on a ski trip or whatever, or going to Japan and spending a few weeks over there. And them taking their, at least my mentors, she took her mom to Japan, and her mom, I think, is in her 80s. So just being able to luxury, having that luxury to take your kids and your family whenever you want, whenever you feel like it. If it's good weather and you're wanting to take your kids on vacation, even though they have school, that's because they have more choices. But they have a story too, and it took these people a while to get where they're at, just like it took me a while to get where I'm at, because I was like, I am good. But you know what? She was like telling me, taking me little baby steps and showing me the way. And this is definitely the way to get your life in order, period. But with all that being said, I need to go to work. Today is actually November 5th, 2020. And, we have to dig our well before we get thirsty, ladies and gentlemen. Because when the shit hits the fan, and I shouldn't say that because I'm professional, but when the SHIT hits the fan, Yeah. We're going to be grateful and thankful that you dug your well before you got thirsty. Thank you for watching.